and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. How are you all? Happy midweek, happy hump day, happy hump day. Do people just say hump day for people who work in office, or do people say that for, say if you work by yourself, say if you're self-employed, would you say, oh, it's Wednesday, it's hump day? I don't think you would. I think it's an office or a school thing. Today is my lovely chat. I feel like, I know I did one in July, but I feel like I haven't done a lovely chat in ages. I've got this really bright light in my face. It's quite dark in here, so I need to have the light on. And lovely chats are just videos where, as she leans back to get comfy, just videos where I talk about things that I've been up to, things that I've got coming up, exciting things that are going on, bookish and non-bookish, in my life. So the first thing I'll mention is that it's actually cooled down a bit, which has been my #1 thing that I'm happy about. There was a few moments in July, guys, where it was getting a bit too much for me. It was so hot. I don't like hot weather anyway. My favourite season is by far, like, I would go as far as to say winter. Winter is my favourite season, then autumn, then spring, then summer. I just don't like hot weather. I like cold weather. I am at home in a jumper and a pair of socks and a hat and a scarf and gloves and all sorts. And I just don't do well in hot weather. So I was very pleased when it's cooled down. It's actually feeling a little bit warmer today, and I think it's going to be warm tomorrow and Wednesday. Oh, sorry, I'm filming this on Monday, disclaimer. So I think the day you get this is going to be one of the warmer days, and it's going to drop again. So weather chat with Lauren, I just thrive much better in weather that isn't hot weather. So I'm very pleased to do that, and it's been feeling a little bit autumnal. Like yesterday, which was Sunday, I actually cooked a roast dinner for David and me, which is unheard of in August. So that was very nice. So what have I been up to? So recently, bookish things. One of the first things that I'll talk about is David and I went to an open air cinema experience of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which was an absolute blinking treat. It was really lovely. David bought it for me for our anniversary. It was our anniversary in February, and he said, and in my anniversary card it said we will go on a super surprise day. And that was going to be in May, and then something happened, and I think he's moved. The super surprise day is going to now be my birthday present, I think. So he ended up saying, book off the 3rd of August, we're going somewhere. And then on Facebook, I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, so I booked off the 3rd of August, and then on Facebook sometimes it suggests things that you might like, events and things, or events near you, and it suggested Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone open air cinema screening at Leeds Castle in Maidstone, which is near to where David and I live. And I was like, oh, that might be what we're doing. So it wasn't a surprise on the day, but it was a lovely surprise because it was just such a lovely thing to do. So we took a really nice big picnic. We went like all out. We packed picnic stuff anyway, and then we went to Marks and Spencer's on the way and got more picnic stuff. Lugged all that across the field, sat down. It was a really hot day, but it was a really nice cool evening, and we were actually like snuggled under a blanket and feeling a bit chilly, which is a feeling I've not felt for a long time. And we just watched the first Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and yeah, it was really fun and great. And there was people dressed up, like David had his Hufflepuff t-shirt on, and I had my Gryffindor colours. I actually vlogged that weekend, because that weekend we also went to Whitstable to visit my cousin. I will link that down below if you haven't watched it already, but that was really fun, and it was really lovely to do. One thing I will say though is that over the past few years I've seen Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone being advertised as being an open air cinema, but I haven't ever seen Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets or any other Harry Potters being advertised. I'm a bit concerned. I've just left my bedroom window open and Minnie might escape. Be right back. She hadn't escaped. It's actually just started tipping it down outside as well. So that was me talking about it's getting a bit warmer. I wanted it to tip it down. Another bookish thing that I've been up to recently is I have made, and it isn't out yet, but this is the hype excitement for it. I've made a video for BookBreak. BookBreak is a booktube channel run by Emma here on YouTube for the publisher Pam Macmillan. So that covers Picador, Macmillan Classics, things like that. And they asked me to make a YouTube video, a booktube video about a new cookbook that's coming up called Cooking on a Bootstrap, which is by Jack Monroe. You know me, I love a cookbook and I love cooking from a cookbook, so I filmed a video where I cooked 3 recipes from this cookbook, and that will be out on the booktube, on the BookBreak YouTube channel towards the end of the month. So if once I've made that, I will link it down below. I don't think it's out to the end of the month, but I'll be sharing it on like Twitter and things like that. So that was something quite exciting. I made 3 recipes from here. I won't give you the spoilers, but I made 3 recipes from here, and yeah, it's just a really great cookbook, very accessible, very enjoyable, and yeah, so that was something else I did, which was very fun indeed. Something that I've got coming up, a bookish thing that I've got coming up is going to be Cosy Reading Afternoon on the 23rd of August. She says, frantically looking in her diary to check it's the 23rd of August. Yeah, Thursday the 23rd of August, between the hours of 1 and 4 British summertime, we're having Cosy Reading Afternoon. So Cosy Reading Night is something that I run seasonally. It's just an evening where I chill out for 3 hours and read and eat snacks and have candles and have blankets, and I'm active on Twitter and Instagram throughout, and I encourage people to join in with me, and we've been running them for about 2 years now, I think. Although a lot of people from different time zones do join in, I figured it would be quite fun to do it at a different time, especially in the summer, because it means that we get a bit more sunshine. But she says, having talked about how much she hates sunshine, and other people from different time zones can join in and things like that. So that will be running. Very much looking forward to that. I'm going to be in my sister's garden, although the weather's very temperamental, so if it ends up being like rainy, then we may just be in here, which will be also very nice. And then we also have, for the rest of the year, autumn Cosy Reading Night and then Christmas Cosy Reading Night. Already thinking about Christmas, guys. Already thinking about Christmas. So yeah, let me know if you're planning on joining in for Cosy Reading Night, because I'm always happy to see you all. And then I think that's it. So there's a couple more things. Oh yeah. One thing is that at the weekend, this is non-bookish, at the weekend we have my goddaughter Molly come to stay with us for the day. Her mum and dad went to IKEA to get a few bits for their house, and it's the first time I've ever been in the in charge of a child, and David and I had a lovely day over. We went down to the beach, we got some pebbles, we painted those pebbles, we hid the pebbles, we did a unicorn felt display, we watched Lady and the Tramp, and we had pizza for lunch. What else did we do? And yeah, just went to the park and stuff. And like, I couldn't believe how exhausted I was afterwards. It made me think, like, I've just had this child for like 8 hours, and me and David were absolutely exhausted afterwards. We were like sitting on the sofa like, why are we so tired? And I can't believe people do that every single day in, day out, without a let up. So I applaud you, parents of the world. Amazing, amazing job. So yeah, it was really, really lovely. And I was a bit worried she'd be upset when her mum and dad left, but she wasn't at all, and it was just really fun. I just love spending time with her. She's just so much fun, and we just have, and she thinks I'm hilarious, and we just have a right giggle, and she's always really excited to see me, and I'm always really excited to see her. And when I was waiting for her to arrive, I was stood at the window, just looking out the window, waiting for her to arrive. And David said I was like a little girl waiting for her friend to arrive, and I did feel like that. I was very excited, so hopefully we'll have her again at some point. So that was very exciting to do that, and yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. Things really didn't take as long as I thought they would. So things like, I thought, oh, we'll go outside and we'll paint those rocks for about an hour, and then that felt thing display, that'll probably take about 40 minutes, yeah. Lunch, that'll be about 20 minutes, half hour. Like, I was just making sure I had enough stuff to entertain her for the day. And like, things take, like, we were out there painting, we'd been painting about 15 minutes, and she was like, can we go in and have a look at Minnie? I'd already warned her not to touch Minnie because Minnie isn't very friendly, but she was very keen to get back in there to have a look at Minnie. And just, yeah, things just don't take as long as I thought they would. And then, yeah, I knew that we'd be watching, well, I didn't know, we watched Lady and the Tramp, which was like 76 minutes long or something, and that took ages, because although we watched it all the way through, she wanted to watch certain bits of it again, which took a longer time. So yeah, it just time for children. I just didn't know what to, like, couldn't believe how long some things took and how short some other things took. The end. So yeah, one last thing I'm excited about, and the first exciting thing from that thing has happened today. Strictly Come Dancing's back in a few weeks' time. So Strictly Come Dancing, if you're not in the UK, is a TV show on the BBC where certain celebrities learn how to ballroom and Latin American dance, and I bloody love it. My sister used to do ballroom and Latin dancing when I was younger, so I've got a sort of like, I know what to look for in a dance when I'm watching. Like, we used to go to Blackpool and watch her compete there, and she had like competitions like almost every weekend and things like that. So I knew the dances anyway before Strictly Come Dancing started, and I just love watching it. I absolutely love watching it. It just makes me feel, it's so happy, it's so sparkly and glittery and fantastic, and it's run by, like, it's got 2 female hosts, the head judge is a woman, there's just the dancers are amazing, and it just feels really like empowering and fun to watch. And they announced they've started in the past few years, started slowly announcing the celebrities that will be taking part, and they've announced the first celebrity today, and it's a woman called Katie Piper, who is an amazing woman who I've read a few of her books. She suffered an acid attack about 20 years ago, I think. An ex-boyfriend employed someone to throw a cup of acid into her face, and completely changed her face, and she had to have so many operations and damaged her nose and her throat, and she lost sight in one eye, she's a television presenter now, and she's just such, I've just reading her, she's just so inspirational reading her books. She's just had such a painful journey, both physically undergoing all those operations and also just having to sort of to learn to love herself again. She says she looks completely different to the way she does, with the way she did before the attack, and she says she looks at those photos of herself with like a fond, like an old friend. She looks at them, and yeah, I just think she's an amazing person, and for her to be the first person announced that's going to be on Strictly Come Dancing this year, I am pumped off my head about it. I'm very, very excited. So 2 more people are being announced in 27 minutes. So I'm gonna go and make a start on dinner, get some comfy clothes on, sit down and be excited for the next 2 people that are going to be announced for Strictly. So hope you're all having a lovely August. It does feel, because it's dark outside, it doesn't feel like August. And I'm talking about Strictly, and that's normally like autumn time. It also means that Christmas is on the way, but I've been saying Christmas is on the way since January. So yeah, hope you're all having a lovely August. Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know if you're looking forward to Strictly. Let me know if you've got kids, what you do with them to fill the time. I'd be interested for further. Give me something that will entertain a 3-year-old for over an hour. That's the sort of thing I'm after. Hope you're all well, and I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video.